She knows exactly what she's doing, ways she might manipulate you. She uses her standards as a moving finish line. Maybe you plan a date because she's been asking you to do that, and then she says, well, I wish you picked somewhere nicer. And then you pick somewhere nicer, and then she says, oh, you only did that because I complained. Next, now sometimes, this is often legit, but sometimes women will use I don't feel safe doing blank as a way to avoid accountability and get out of doing things. She uses this because she doesn't feel in control and wants control over you. This will trick you into, potentially canceling with your friends or not doing the things you want to do. Because again, she doesn't feel safe. Next, she makes you compete with invisible men or real men. She doesn't necessarily cheat on you. I mean, that might be part of it. But she'll constantly let you know that other men want her. Other men are messaging her. Other men this, other men that. What I've noticed is sometimes these women, they won't allow you to have any women friends. But they'll have a ton of men friends. Okay. And then this gives you anxiety, so you start performing in a relationship you already should have secured. Or she'll use you as a comparison thing. Oh, my coworker said that he can't believe that you don't take me out more. My ex had zero issue doing that for me. Other men would be grateful to have me. The best response is, go be with those other men then. Next, I see a lot of women talking about wanting men to listen and do this and do that and do everything that they want. So she says she wants a man that basically will submit. Let's be real here. And then you submit, and then she loses respect for you. She'll encourage you to abandon all of your boundaries and then resent you because you're easy to push. This is one of those no-win situations, obviously. Fantastic. Next, she'll use silence to push you into chasing her approval. That's why women will sometimes give you the silent treatment. It's one thing if a woman's genuinely upset and it's like, you know what, I'm flooded right now. I need to take a break. I need a half hour, whatever. And she goes off and does her own thing. And then she comes back to complete the talk, the conversation, the argument, whatever it is. That's different than this. But she gives you silent treatments for weeks at a time and then acts like nothing happens. That's manipulation. Or in some cases, she'll disappear and then expect you to apologize when she's the one that caused the problem. Next, a common one with toxic women, they'll call your boundaries insecurity. You're insecure for feeling like that. No, you just have boundaries. You have self-respect. You could say something like, well, I really don't like it when you flirt with other men. Oh, you're just insecure. Sometimes she'll jump to call you insecure because then she doesn't have to discuss with you why that specific behavior is inappropriate. Next, I see other women encouraging this behavior. She'll act helpless when it benefits her, and then she'll act powerful when it benefits her. As soon as responsibility shows up, she acts like she's helpless, and she didn't mean to. She's not good at that stuff. But then you might see her do all these other things like running a business and going to work and doing leadership positions. She's clearly capable of taking accountability, but she's choosing not to. She will claim that she's communicating, but use it to take constant jabs at you. You never plan enough. You never do this. You don't do that. Or she's screaming at you. It's one thing to say, hey, I don't feel valued in this relationship. I would love for us to go out on more dates. Not, you never take me out. You're such a horrible person. And then also look if you can bring up stuff as well, because you should be realistically able to bring up issues that you're having. Next, she makes you perform constantly. You should feel safe and comfortable in the relationship. And after the honeymoon period, let's be real here. You settle into baseline. You're normal, relationships do get a little bit boring long term. Let's be real here. That's why you have to go out on dates and celebrate each other, that kind of thing. She might say stuff like, I don't know if I can be with a man that doesn't naturally do these things. And the things she's asking for are ridiculous. You'll feel like you're auditioning 24/7, where you're constantly trying to earn her care, earn her value, like earn your value. And it's ridiculous. You shouldn't feel like that 24/7. Next, a common one, she wants traditional benefits without the accountability piece of it. I see so many women where they want the man to provide and show up and hold the door open and pull out her chair and do all of those things. But if he wants her to not post revealing half-naked posts on her Instagram or show appreciation or take accountability when she screws up, she's not willing to do those things. She's entitled and thinks she can pick and choose all of this. That's not how dating works. Next, she might use social media to pressure you. I see this. I always see right through this. You'll see a woman that posts normally, and then out of nowhere, she'll start posting these very directed posts, like, a woman leaves emotionally before physically. A man should. If she doesn't normally post that stuff, and she's posting it out of nowhere, and then you see it, and you're sitting there like, okay, are we having an argument right now? Because she's maybe giving you the silent treatment or something. I'm laughing because it's terribly immature. But sometimes a woman will purposely hint on her social media as she's being mistreated. as a way of making you feel guilty and pressured into treating her differently, so she doesn't have to post those posts, even though it's incredibly passive aggressive and disrespectful.